Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Mobley. I am a realtor here in Charlotte, North Carolina with Ashley Lambert Realty. And today we are breaking down all of the costs associated with going from finding your dream home to the closing table. Because we all know there's things like the appraisal fee, down payment, you have to pay the closing costs, but what are the numbers associated with these fees? And especially if you're in the saving process and trying to understand exactly how much to save, it's important to break those numbers down. And that's what this video is all about. So you're going to need a pen. You're going to need some paper. I have my notes right here in front of me to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. But my calculations are going to be, or may be, a little bit different than yours based on the amount of money that you were pre-qualified or pre-approved for your new home. So if we take the overall Charlotte housing market, the median sales price is currently $235,000, and that is based on November 2018, so very up to date. The average sales price is going to be a little bit higher. That's at $286,000 currently for November 2018. So for all purposes of this video, I'm going to do the calculations based on a home price of $250,000. Again, yours might be higher, yours might be lower, but the calculations are still going to be the same. So there are 6 fees that we're going to discuss. And at the end, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of a realistic amount of money that you will need to save to step forward and actually move into your new home. So if we get started, first there are the earnest money and due diligence fees. When you find your home and you want to move forward in that process, you're going to want to have the seller take it off the market so that you're not in competition with anyone else. In order for them to take it off the market, you kind of want to give them a little bit of an incentive, and that's where the earnest money and the due diligence fees come in. Normally, when you combine those two fees, you're looking at about 1% of the sales price. You can split those evenly, you can add the amounts in each bucket, but in general, 1%. So we're starting off our calculation, starting off our total. 1% of $250,000 is $2,500. Not too bad. And the good thing about the earnest money and the due diligence is once you get to the closing table, those fees are then credited towards the purchase price. So if you would actually take $2,500 away from $250,000. So it does end up benefiting you at the end. Then you're going to want to think about your down payment. So based on the type of loan that you are pre-qualified or pre-approved for, that really depends on how much money is going to be required for the down payment. Normally, if you're looking at a conventional loan for first-time home buyers, my lender currently has about a 3% down payment. An FHA loan, which is also for first-time home buyers, is about 3.5%. Now, if you're not a first-time home buyer, those percentages are going to be a little bit higher, anywhere from 5% to 20%. So keep that in mind. For this exercise, we're going to use the 3%. So at the lower end, 3% of $250,000 is $7,500. We're adding up quickly, aren't we? So $7,500 plus the $2,500 that you have for the earnest money and due diligence, you are currently looking at $10,000. Okay, we're halfway there. The good thing is that with the down payment, because it is such a large portion of the upfront fees, there are down payment assistance programs that you can take advantage of. So the lenders that I work with can walk you through that process because, in all honesty, that's not my expertise. And in the realtor world, we want to make sure that we're staying in our lane, but I can definitely get you in touch with the lenders that I use to talk more about the options for your down payment assistance. So don't let the $7,500 deter you in moving forward in the home buying process or finding the home or just achieving that dream of home ownership. So back to what I was saying. We're at a total of $10,000 with the down payment, with the earnest money, and the due diligence. The fourth fee is going to be the inspection. So even though the lender doesn't require you to have an inspection in order to move forward in the home buying process, it's important that you get one to understand what state your house is in. I mean, you're spending six figures on this purchase, on your brand new home. So it is worth it to have an inspector come in and take a look at everything from crawling up into the attic to see if there's any leaks in the roof, to making sure your light switches work, to looking at your appliances and going in the crawl space to see what they can uncover down there. So it's definitely a worthy cause to get completed, and your inspection is going to cost you anywhere from $500 to $600. So we're going to use round numbers here so that we can continue to add easily. And at $10,000, we're adding $500 for the inspection, so we're at $10,500. On the flip side of that, the lenders are going to require that you get an appraisal. The appraisal is to ensure that the sales price of your home is in line with how much it's actually worth. You don't want to pay more for a home than what it's worth. So the lenders are kind of CYAing themselves as well in getting the appraisal and making sure that an expert comes out to evaluate how much your home is worth. That appraisal is going to cost you anywhere from $500 to $600 as well. Here we go. We're currently at $11,000 for 5 of the 6 fees. Earnest money and due diligence were $2,500. The down payment was $7,500. The inspection and the appraisal were $500 each. So that's $11,000. The last fee is going to be another one of the larger fees that you'll have to save for and pay throughout this process, and those are the closing costs. Now, a lot of buyers assume that the sellers are going to pay the closing costs, but that is not guaranteed. The sellers are not obligated to pay any of the closing costs, even though, as your realtor, I would suggest asking for a partial amount of the closing costs. So, depending on what market you're in, the closing costs can range anywhere from 2% to 5% of the sales price. 3% is where we're going to fall for this exercise, and so that's another $7,500 added to the $11,000. Ching. That's $18,500 in total based on the percentages of a $250,000 home price. Now, I don't know about you, but $18,500 is a lot of money. And it's not just an amount that you may have laying around. That's why it is important to save. It is important to get in contact with a realtor that can help you identify ways to lower those costs overall. Like I stated earlier, there's down payment assistance programs. There's asking the sellers for a partial amount of the closing costs. But $18,500 is a realistic amount that you would need to get to the closing table for a $250,000 home purchase. So I hope this breakdown has helped you to understand all of the costs associated with finding your dream home and getting to the closing table. If you have any questions about any of the information that I discussed on this video, or if you need assistance from a realtor to help you in lowering those costs, I am here to help you do just that. You can email me at info@liveinthequeencity.com. You can look for homes within your price range at www.liveinthequeencity.com. I'm also on Instagram at underscore Queen City Realtor underscore. And I'm always here at QueenCityRealtorTV.com, which is the YouTube channel. So get in contact with me. Let's figure out a game plan for getting you into your new home. 2019 is right around the corner. And if that is one of your major goals, I'm here to help you achieve just that. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and we'll talk soon.